Welcome back to another hotel review. I'm your hotel critic, Caleb Kent, vlogger, actor, content creator, host of the Caleb Kent podcast, and travel enthusiast. And in today's video, I will be reviewing Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. I got to stay at this property this first half of January, and here are my thoughts. Before we get started, here are some fun facts about the property. It's a convention center resort. It has 1,951 rooms. It is 142 acres in size and has rooms in the style of a hotel and motel. The theme of the property is dedicated to American colonial Spanish and Southwestern America. The building designs all around the property are inspired by the mission cities built during the Spanish colonial era. The whole resort is a celebration of Latin American culture, and you can hear it all around. Literally, they have speakers playing music all around the resort. It's a very neat way to set the mood for this place. And that mood is all around you through the designs and decorations of the buildings and scenery, and it's done amazingly well. Just like a lot of the resorts in Disney World, the property is big in size. Before staying here, I thought this property was basically just the main building based off of the pictures I've seen and from the distance, but it's not even a quarter of the resort. There's the main tower building, known as Grand Destino Tower, casitas, ranchos, and cabanas. The tower building is built very elegantly and really stands out for the property, and the buildings for the other areas are also done very well. There are a few pools around for the other areas, but the main one located at the dig site is super unique. There's not only a water slide, but also a pyramid with water running down into the pool. Just don't climb on it, it's not a water slide. Also, I didn't notice while getting footage, but apparently there's an arcade at the dig site, so that's good for the kids. And let me tell you, this resort requires a lot of walking. But the resort is very nice, and I could tell the second I arrived at the hotel to check in. The driveway into the lobby area has a waterfall fountain in front of it, so that's very neat. But the moment you walk into the lobby, you will be amazed with the decor and vibe of the place. It's very modern and lavish, and in that instant, you can trust your senses that you will enjoy your stay. There are staff standing around waiting to assist you to check you in, and they are very resourceful and generous. You also discover that the lobby level is actually the second level, as there is a bar with seating down below with wall architecture and fine paintings. It honestly felt like a Vegas hotel to me. I haven't been to Las Vegas, by the way. I've just seen images and videos of hotels in Vegas and thought it looked similar. And there's also an area near the convention center where you can do work at the hotel. The resort has a lot to offer dining-wise. There's Three Bridges Bar and Grill at Villa del Lago, located in the middle of the water. I didn't eat there as I was at the parks, but my mom and sister got to eat there, and the photos they took made it seem awesome. You have El Mercado de Coronado, which is actually your average quick service restaurant, but with some Mexican dishes you really can't get from some of the other Disney World properties. I didn't eat there, but I ate at this restaurant next door called Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, and if it's really a sports bar, it's a fancy one. And the food was great. There's a bunch of other places to dine at, but if anything will excite you, it's the Leo Lounge, located on the 16th floor of the Grand Destino Tower. I didn't experience it, but just judging from the photos, it looks like something the parents would enjoy. The resort is located near Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Disney's Animal Kingdom. And just like all the other Disney World resorts, they have bus transportation you can get to take you to the theme parks or Disney Springs. There's a bus stop for each section of the property, so you don't have to walk from the lobby to the end, depending on where your room is. So here's the thing about the rooms. Most of them are motel style, where you enter from the outdoors. They are all nice, but it's not the room that I booked. Also, the casitas are different from the ranchos or cabana section, as they have suites you can book for larger parties, such as families. And I'll actually consider staying in an executive suite one day to check out the difference. But for this day, I booked a room in the Grand Destino Tower. And before I talk about the room, I have to point out one of the sickest features of this hotel, and it's the elevators. Instead of pushing a button to activate an elevator and then pushing the button to your floor in the elevator, it's all digital. You select a floor on a screen, and then it assigns you an elevator to take you to the floor you selected. I have to say, that is cool. That's really cool. After making my way through the hallway, I found my room. I was on the 12th floor, and my room was just as good as I thought it would be. Lavish, modern, cozy, relaxing, and also very spacious. The color mixtures are brilliantly done with the walls and doors to the room. And what's different with the bathroom is that not only are there 2 shower heads and fancy decor, but they have aloe gel and mouthwash. And the view I had was extravagant. I could see the other resort buildings, the pool, the water, and a little bit of the Magic Kingdom resort area in the distance. And it still looks good at nighttime. Now, the only con about the resort really is that, like I said in the beginning, it's a very large property. So if your room is all the way at the end of the resort to the lobby, then that's gonna be a journey. But it's not necessarily a con per se, as some people don't really mind walking long distances, but it is something you should take note of if you book a room that's not in the tower. And this next con is only a con if you view it as one. and it's that this resort is very low-key with the Disney feel. You get a few hints of it, such as the Mickey on the wall in the rooms, but overall it feels more mature than what you would expect with your average Disney World property. My theory is that they want to make it enjoyable for parents that aren't exactly Disney adults. I personally don't really mind it, and I'm just glad I had a good time. In conclusion, if you are looking for a Disney World resort property that is modern, fancy, has tons of dining variety, and isn't too pricey, this is a good choice. If you don't like long walks but are still interested in staying here, my advice is booking a room in the tower if you are able to. If you don't necessarily like that the property feels too mature and more geared towards businessmen, this is a convention center resort after all, then I'd personally recommend choosing another property. But even then, I can bet anyone staying here will very much enjoy this resort. I'm gonna even argue it's a bit underrated because it's not too expensive for what it is at Disney World. The staff were very nice and it's just so unique in its own way. And while I plan to stay at every Disney World resort property at some point in the future, I think I'll consider coming back, especially to review and experience the casita rooms. So, after everything I've said, Disney's Coronado Springs Resort gets a final score of 90 out of 100. Thank you for watching this hotel review, and I will see you in the next video. Over and out, on to the outro. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to go check out some other videos that I have made, you're just one click on the channel icon away from doing so. If you want to find me on social media, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. They're listed right up. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you wish to do so. And if you are or will be a returning viewer, I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.